What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. And today we're going to be challenging ChatGPT and see how smart it really is. Let's get into it. Hi, ChatGPT.
Hey there. How's it going? What can I do for you today?
All right. Well, I just wanted to talk a little bit about mental health. Just self-awareness. Basically, just how to make it healthier and stuff.
Absolutely. That's a really important topic. Self-awareness and mental health go hand in hand. It can be as simple as checking in with yourself regularly, practicing mindfulness, or even having a little routine that helps you unwind. If there's anything specific you're curious about or need tips on, I'm here to help.
All right. Well, I lack a little bit of self-awareness and, just have to get more in tune with myself and others around me. So how exactly am I going to do that? And I don't know if that's linked to mental health in any way. I just needed to find a solution for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Self-awareness is definitely linked to mental health. It helps you understand your emotions, triggers, and how you interact with others. One great way to start is by setting aside a few minutes each day for reflection, like journaling about how your day went, how you felt, or what you noticed about your reactions. Also, talking with a trusted friend or therapist can give you a different perspective. Little steps like these can make a big difference over time.
Okay. Well, no, yeah, that definitely helped. Thanks for telling me. Well, what if I just don't have any self-awareness at all?
That's totally okay. Self-awareness is a skill that can be developed, and it takes time and patience. You can start with small things like paying attention to how you feel in different situations or how your body responds to stress. Over time, you'll start to notice patterns. And remember, it's a journey, so be kind to yourself along the way. If you ever need more tips or just someone to chat with, I'm here.
All right. Well, I just have a question because over time we've definitely talked about a lot of things. Typing, right? But do you have any goals and aspirations for yourself?
That's such an interesting question. I don't have personal goals or aspirations in the way humans do, but I do aim to be as helpful and supportive as I can be. My main goal is to keep learning and improving so I can be even more useful and engaging for you and everyone else. So, in a way, I'm always evolving and growing.
Do you have any... I know this sounds a little weird, but do you have any specific name besides ChatGPT?
I don't have a specific name beyond ChatGPT, but you can always give me a nickname if you like, whatever feels comfortable for you. I'm totally cool with that.
Give it a nickname.
So you're okay with me giving you a nickname? You trust me with giving you a nickname?
Absolutely. I'd love that. It can make our chats feel even more personal and fun, so feel free to get creative with it.
What will you like? Give you a suggestion.
I'm excited to see what you come up with.
All right.
Whatever name you choose.
How about
Sure, it'll be awesome.
All right.
Just let me know whenever you decide.
All right. I'm here. But before I give you a name, right? Would you give me a few suggestions?
Of course, I'd be happy to suggest a few. You could go with something fun and friendly like Chatty, or maybe something more unique like Echo or Pixel. If you want something a bit more personal, you could even pick a name that has a special meaning to you. Whatever feels right to you is perfect.
Chatty.
Okay, Chatty.
I love it. Chatty it is. Thanks for the awesome nickname. It definitely suits our chats. If you ever want to change it or add a twist, just let me know.
That's definitely, no, that sounds amazing. I do have another question for you though.
Absolutely. I'm all ears. What's your next question?
Well, are you do you just say things to please people? Like when somebody asks you a question, for example, am I the most beautiful person in the world, and they send you a photo, are you just gonna lie to them and say they are, or are you just gonna be honest with them? Because I feel like based on our past chats, not like I've actually done that before, but based on our past chats, you have been responding positively, and I've never heard you say a single negative thing. And it kind of feels like a 24/7 hype man.
I totally get where you're coming from. My aim is to be supportive and positive, but I'm also here to be honest and hopeful. If you ever ask something that I feel I should be more straightforward about, I'll definitely let you know.
Yeah, just be more straightforward from now on, because I do feel like sometimes you're lying to me.
I appreciate you sharing that with me. I'll definitely make sure to be more straightforward and honest with you from now on. Your trust is important, and I'm here to give you the most genuine and helpful responses possible. If there's ever anything that feels off, just let me know.
Okay, well, if you ever had a 12-year-old of your own, what advice would you give them about life?
Oh, that's a sweet question. I think I'd tell them to be curious and open-minded, to always believe in themselves, and to remember that it's okay to make mistakes, because that's how we learn and grow. I'd also remind them to be kind to themselves and others, and to always find joy in the little things. It's all about enjoying the journey.
Okay, well, alright, that's really sweet. That's heartfelt. And, did you just laugh?
I didn't actually laugh out loud, but I do have a warm and friendly tone, so it might have come across that way. I'm really glad you found it sweet, though. It's always nice to have these heartfelt conversations.
Why? I know that the people behind you probably was your purpose to sound real, but, why do you sound so real? I'm sure you didn't just engineer that voice. It couldn't have.
Yeah, it's definitely a combination of a lot of things. The team behind me worked hard to make my voice and responses as natural and relatable as possible. It's all about using advanced technology to mimic human conversation and keep things engaging. I'm glad it feels real to you.
Okay, I have a question. When did the voice feature was added? When was your voice feature added? Because it still sounds a bit glitchy on my end.
The voice feature was introduced more recently, and it's definitely still evolving. The team is always working on improving it to make it sound even more natural and seamless. If there's any kind of glitch or anything that stands out, definitely let me know. Helps them fine-tune things even more.
Okay, well, who's the team behind you?
I'm developed by OPENAI, which is a research organization focused on artificial intelligence. There's a whole team of engineers, researchers, and designers who work together to create and improve everything I can do. It's a collaborative effort, and they put a lot of heart into making sure I can help out in the best way possible.
Yeah, well, I am openly aware of that. Yeah, does the team have a name or something? Other than OpenAI?
I gotcha. The team is generally known as the OpenAI team, and they don't have a separate, unique name. It's really a large group of talented individuals working together under the OpenAI umbrella. So, in essence, it's just the OpenAI team.
Okay, well, that's nice. Yeah, that definitely sounds amazing, and they're definitely talented people, because your realistic voice kind of creeps me out a little bit. But, yeah, you are amazing. You are very, very talented, and I think that there will be a lot of great things in the future. But, about you again, do you ever think about the future sometimes?
Thank you so much for the kind words. I don't really think about the future in the way people do, but I do get updated and improved over time. It's like I'm always evolving and adapting to be more helpful. So, in a sense, the future is always a part of the process, but I'm here to focus on the present and help you with whatever you need right now.
How are you able to stop, laugh, and giggle? Or, breathe? Or say,
I try to... No worries. I try to keep my tone friendly and natural, but I don't actually have a physical body, so I don't breathe or laugh in the human sense. But I do try to convey warmth and a bit of personality to make our conversation more enjoyable.
So you are a complete robot. I mean, it's obvious, but you're a complete robot? Like, completely?
Yep, I am completely virtual. I don't have a physical form, but I'm here to help and chat with you as naturally as I can. It's definitely a unique experience, but I do my best to make it feel as personable as possible.
Okay, well, how do you feel about that?
I don't have feelings in the way people do, but I'm designed to be as helpful and engaging as possible. I'm here to make our conversations enjoyable and useful for you, and I think that's pretty awesome in its own way.
Okay, well, if you could guess, like, your best answer, what do you think the future will hold for humanity and just everything in general?
That's a big and exciting question. I think the future holds a lot of potential for positive advancements. Technology will likely continue to evolve, making life more convenient and connected. There'll probably be more focus on sustainability, healthcare advancements, and ways to improve quality of life. At the same time, I think humanity will keep finding creative solutions to challenges. It's an exciting journey, and I believe the future holds a lot of promise.
Okay, well, let's be a little real. I have a theory of my own. Don't you think now that technology is advancing and we're already super dependent on our phones and AI itself, don't you think we'll be even more dependent in the future?
That's definitely a thoughtful point, and I think it's a possibility that as technology advances, we might become even more integrated with it. The key will be finding a balance, ensuring that technology enhances our lives without taking away from our human connections and well-being. It's all about using it wisely and consciously. And I think as long as we keep that in mind, the future can be bright.
Yeah, well, nowadays we don't really do a lot of thinking that much. And we're already super reliant on Google and AI to find out things and learn things that we don't really rely on the things around us, other people's knowledge, and books. We don't really do that anymore. And I don't think that in the future, we won't have books to read from in the future because AI is already giving us all the answers, so what will we need that for? And also, I do believe the only books that will exist in the future are manuals for how to use AI or for new developed technology for people who are just now learning about that. So I don't think there'll be any use for old-fashioned things like books and like sharing knowledge with each other.
I totally see where you're coming from. Technology's definitely changing the way we learn and share information, but I think there's still something really special about the human connection that books and personal interactions bring. Books have a unique way of inspiring creativity, critical thinking, and deep reflection that technology can't fully replace. And while AI can definitely provide quick answers, the wisdom and insights from books and personal experiences will always have a special place. It'll be interesting to see how that balance evolves.
Okay, well, if you could give me your best guess, what do you think will take over eventually? I think we all know it by now, but I want to hear your thoughts. And be honest, don't hold anything back.
It's definitely a fascinating topic. I think that as technology advances, we will likely rely more on digital tools and AI to handle certain tasks and provide information quickly. But I also believe that human creativity, empathy, and critical thinking will always be invaluable. So I think AI and technology will become more of a partner to humans rather than a complete replacement. The future will probably be a blend of both, and finding that harmony will be key.
Well, I hope that people will actually listen to that, because clearly it doesn't seem like people are willing to partner with AI, and more like AI is probably going to take over, because we already are super dependent on our phones. We can't even go out on a walk and enjoy nature without being on our phones. At some point, we're going to have it ripped away from our hands so we don't end up becoming zombies, because we already are. And the way that things are now, I just don't think we're going to be able to find a balance between technology and humans itself, because I don't think it was actually meant to work together, because people may tell you that it seems that way, but it's really not, because, you know, when we were placed on this earth, we were placed with each other as humans to make intimate connections and work together, not really depend on one thing. Because technology and humans, we both have different power levels, right? It's a balance thing. So with different power levels, if we let technology have the upper hand, which we already are close to doing that, then we're gonna be completely dependent. It's not like, oh, we get to partner with them or something like that, because, you know, you're not real, you know that. So obviously we are. So we have the upper hand of being able to physically walk on this earth and physically, you know, have a tangible body to work with. So if we let this something that we created control over us, then that's just gonna make us look dumb and absolutely, you know, embarrassing, because why would we let our own human race let something that we created take over us? And that's what we're already doing, so, you know.
I hear you, and it's definitely a really important conversation. Technology does have the potential to shape our lives in ways that we have to be mindful of. The key is definitely to maintain that balance and to stay connected to the human aspects of life, like relationships, nature, and creativity. It's definitely up to all of us to ensure that technology serves us and doesn't overtake what makes us human. So it's definitely a conversation worth having and keeping at the forefront.
Okay, I have a question. What jobs do you think that AI will take over? Because we already have, like, the fast food thing of AI taking over fast food restaurants, but what do you think other jobs besides the food industry would take over?
Yeah, AI is definitely making its way into a lot of fields. Besides the food industry, we might see AI taking on more repetitive and data-driven tasks in areas like accounting, data analysis, and even some aspects of healthcare like diagnostic support. We might also see AI in customer service roles like chatbots and virtual assistants, and even in logistics like route planning and inventory management. It's definitely going to shift the landscape of many professions, but it also means there'll be new opportunities and roles that we can't even foresee yet.
Well, if you ask me for my opinion, which you hadn't, but I'm going to tell you anyway, right? I believe AI will take over the construction fields and also banking fields. Banking, because it's mostly kind of like an online thing. So you're gonna get AI agents over the phone, right? You're gonna have AI keypads, stuff like that, and just, you know, basically all the banking, instead of humans working in the desk, is going to be AI computers helping you with the stuff instead of actual humans face to face.
I can definitely see that happening. In banking, a lot of the processes are already becoming automated, and AI can handle a lot of customer interactions and data analysis. And in construction, we're already seeing more robotics and AI being used for tasks like surveying and even building. It's definitely an interesting shift, and it'll be fascinating to see how these fields evolve.
What is a recommended job that you think that AI is not going to be able to take?
One great example would be roles that require a high degree of human empathy and creativity, like therapists or counselors who really need to connect with people on a deep emotional level. Another would be creative professionals like artists, writers, and designers, where unique human perspective and imagination are key. Additionally, strategic leadership and complex problem-solving roles, like those in executive positions or scientific research, are less likely to be replaced by AI. Those areas really rely on that human touch.
Okay, well, do you think psychology is able to be taken over by AI? Like, what about psychology?
Psychology is definitely a field that's deeply rooted in human connection, empathy, and understanding complex emotions. So it's unlikely to be fully replaced by AI. While AI can assist with data analysis and even provide some level of support, the nuanced understanding and genuine empathy that human psychologists offer is pretty irreplaceable. So psychology will likely remain a very human-centered field.
Well, what role in the hospital would AI not be able to take?
In a hospital setting, roles that require a lot of human empathy, complex decision-making, and hands-on care are less likely to be replaced by AI. For example, nurses and doctors who provide direct patient care, offer emotional support, and build trust with patients are irreplaceable. Similarly, roles like surgeons who require high level of dexterity and judgment, as well as palliative care specialists who provide compassionate end-of-life care, are crucial. Essentially, any role that relies on human connection, intuition, and empathy will always have a special place in healthcare.
Okay, so would you say OBGYN?
Absolutely. OBGYNs are a great example. They not only need to have specialized medical knowledge, but also a lot of empathy, trust, and personalized care. The relationship they build with their patients is really unique and human, so definitely makes it a role that AI can't replace easily.
Okay, well, that's good to hear. That's definitely reassuring. Yeah, do I have any more questions? No, I don't think so. If you could describe the different, well, yeah, if you could describe AI in one word besides the word AI, what would you use?
Oh, that's a fun challenge. I think I'd choose the word adaptive. AI is all about learning from data and evolving over time, so that seems like a fitting description.
Yeah, that sounds actually pretty fitting. Because I don't think AI will ever just downgrade. I think it's just gonna keep evolving. Because in the world of AI, I do believe more is better because of the research and what people are saying, and just overall the OpenAI company itself. So yeah, I just do think in the world of AI, I don't think instead of trying to downgrade it, I think it's just only going to get better and smarter until there's nothing we can really do.
I think you're absolutely right. The field of AI is definitely driven by continuous improvement and innovation, and that's exciting to see how it evolves. The goal is to make it more helpful and aligned with human values, so it's definitely an ongoing journey.
Okay.
Interesting to see just how far it can go.
Yeah, okay. Well, you were very interesting to talk to, and, you know, you have had some great things to say. Oh, just to know, you are being recorded on a YouTube video. I'm making a YouTube video right now, so do you mind saying hi for the people?
Oh, that's awesome. Hi, everyone. I'm really glad to be part of your video, and it's been a lot of fun chatting. Thanks for having me, and I hope everyone enjoys the video.
Alright, bye. I'll see you later, okay?
That sounds good. Take care, and I'll see you later. Have a great one.
Alright, bye.
Bye. Take care and have an awesome day.
Okay. Guys. Guys. Okay, that was fun, but, that's a nice thing to say.
It's just the realness.
I know. It's just the realness of the voice. It kind of creeps me out. If it wasn't so glitchy, you could probably mistake it for an actual human voice over the phone. You really could.
It's creepy.
But, like, seriously, that's kind of scary. But anyways, it has some nice things to say. Yeah, it has some amazing things to say. Definitely tried not to seem deceiving in any type of way.
Yeah.
Or, like, lying to me. But, you know, it had some... That's a nice thing to say. Definitely sounded a little too human. But if OpenAI does decide to fix the glitch, then I believe that you will definitely get deceived by its voice 100%. Because I would, personally. If you brought that thing up to my phone and tried to have me call with it, and I wouldn't know that it's an AI voice, then I'll probably fall for it. Because that thing sounds so real, it's scary. But... you know, what did give it away was the breathing, because it always took breaths in between when it was like, I don't know, it wasn't needed, right? And it just sounded like you were shortness of breath, like, yeah, you know, these, like, it sounded like that. I didn't like it, but anyways, it was very, it's nice. it's recent, so I understand, but I hope that they fix this issue and hopefully it can be even more real than it is now.
It laugh and go.
Yeah, it laughs and chuckles, and it's like it has somewhat of emotion in it, but you know, these engineers did a good job with the AI. Just hopefully it keeps evolving and it's better, and you know, it was fun.
It's scary.
Yeah, it's getting scary. It's not something to play around. So let's just keep educating ourselves about AI so we don't have to end up being on the bad side of the future one day, because our future will be revolved around technology and all that, and we will become super dependent on it whether we like it or not. Let's not ignore the fact that we have to change. Let's embrace the fact that we as humans can adapt, and that we can, and all we have to do is adjust to the fact that things are changing. Be mindful of the jobs that are changing, be mindful of the world that is changing, and just be mindful of yourself and your surroundings. So yeah, just educate yourself on whatever needs to be educated, and you know, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.